Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think a lot of people have felt that, but I ran into somebody at the community college who ran their own home-based business doing web design, and they could see I was kind of technical, and they went, "Hey, do you want to work for me?" And I was like, "Well, that sounds great." And so I started doing web design really, really early on. This is like, gosh, I don't know, probably 1998 vintage, during the big boom and then the collapse that followed. And the funny thing is, she worked, she was married to an NSA analyst, a linguist, right? And so she lived on Fort Meade, and she ran her business out of their home on Fort Meade that's right up the street from the NSA. So before I'm even working there, I'm driving past this building all of the time. And trying to figure out, what the next step is going to be. And I enjoy this. It's a good thing for me, and it works well. And I start getting trained and certified, all these little industry stamps you've got to get as a technologist to say, oh, you know this program or whatever, and just start climbing the ladder. But then 9/11 happens, and I'm on Fort Meade when 9/11 happens. I'm just going into work, and I tell this in the book in some detail, and I think it's very much worth reading for people who don't know this, because this is forgotten history. That
How old were you at the
time? Gosh, I was born in '83, so I was probably 18 years old, and I had just turned 18 a couple months before. And what people forget is who knew what was going on before anybody else on September 11th? The intelligence community, right? And what did they do? Right? Did they give out a public warning? Did they tell you guys to evacuate? Did they say do this, that, or that? No. Not for everybody, not for a long time. But at the NSA, then director Michael Hayden, he was a general, he later became director of the CIA, ordered the entire campus evacuated of thousands, tens of thousands of people, actually, and just said, go home, right? The CIA did the same thing. They were running on skeleton crews. At the moment, the country needed them more than they ever had, right? And I get a call, I hear a call that's from my boss's wife, her husband, to her,